Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Mike Burrows.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
On the ground to third. And an easy out to start the game. Here's Trevor Story now.
Trevor Story.
First pitch just misses.
Ball.
Just missed. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Inside
That
ball
pitch is
4.
in. Ball 4.
Batting third, left fielder, Masataka.
So a man at first. Masataka Yoshida getting ready to hit. On first. Story back into the dive. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. That's outside. And that is ball 1. Next pitch is outside.
Runner.
Story on the move. Liner, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a tough location with the fastball to handle, but he was all over it. He got that front foot down and showed off some really quick hands to get the barrel to it.
Here's Contreras now. Two on, 1 out. A big swing and a miss.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Upstairs. Ball 1. Got it swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Wilyer Abreu, the next to hit. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That one misses. Ball 1. Next offering upstairs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the first. And towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Garrett Crochet. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Jeremy Pena digs in now. Crochet making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick in 2020. This one in the air center field. Rafaela settles under it. And a quick out, number one. Air Jordan steps in to take his hat. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is.
Hey.
These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Here's the 0-2. Ball one there. That one not close. And it's 2-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides.
That is the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And stepping in for Boston, Andrew Monasterio. In there at the knees. That's strike one. Nope. And a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Here's a 1-2. Now
That's
one
a ball.
missed. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now it's the second baseman, Marcelo Meyer. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Second inning here, no score. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And the batter now, Connor Wong.
Inside ball.
The Bo Sox with a chance to score first here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. So digging in, Cedar Rafaela. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Man at second. And there's a ball.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
This one in the air, right field. Base hit into the outfield. Here's the throw. Takes it home, and the runner scores from second. On the board first, it's 1-0. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Roman Anthony will hit next. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Swings through that one.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Next one misses. Ball one.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Got him swinging. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa.
Fouled off left side.
Off the plate, ball one.
And it is 2-1. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that's the first out. And now it's Christian Walker. There's a strike. Late on that fastball. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Left fielder.
So up next, Joey Loperfido. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but how many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone? And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Ball 4.
And that's their first base runner of the game. Now it's the right fielder, Cam Smith. This is again 5 in a row. The 1-0. Brings it in for the third out. All set for the start of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. And a foul ball.
Nope.
Misses outside. Ball 2. Fouled off down the right side. 2-2 now. Foul tip into the mid, struck him out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Nope. Outside.
And the 1-0. Foul ball. Ball to strike. The pitch. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's just out.
And
Ball
that
3.
skips into there. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time.
Yeah.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that is that. Back here in Houston, at the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Ball in.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
In the air, left field. And there's one down. Jake Myers up next for the Astros.
No, that's down.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Up next for the Astros.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And that one fouled off. Runner edges away at second. This one belted deep left field. On its way, gone. A 2-run blast. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 2-1. Here's Jordan Alvarez. Just
Yep,
missed.
that ball went out.
Two runs across in the inning. You're in the last half of the third.
That's
Just
ball
missed.
Probably looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Off the
Ball
mark
that
there.
high.
Ball 3. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball.
That's foul.
And foul ball. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Jose Altuve up to hit here. He's 0 for 1. Two down, nobody on. Right there for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Rafaela on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. New inning getting started. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
This one smoked on its way out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases, and we're starting over. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Andrew Monasterio up next for the Red Sox. Inside just missed. Monasterio in his 3rd season, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now here is Marcelo Meyer. Fought off foul. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab. Go ahead run on base. Connor Wong getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Ball 1. Hey!
Strike on the inside corner. That hits the dirt, and the count is even 2-2. Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8. And next for the Red Sox, Cedar Rafaela. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Pulls that one foul. Popped up. Pena has speed on it. And that'll do it. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. 2-2 game. Bottom 4. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. look for him to go back to that pitch
Ball,
later
that's
in this at-bat.
inside.
Oh, look at the stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. So digging in, Christian Walker. Went down on strikes his first time through. And he hits a ground ball right side. Meyer to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. So up next, Joey Loperfido. He reached on a walk his first time. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
In the air out to center. Rafaela moving in on this one. Grabs it on the run. And that's the 3rd out. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Ryan King.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Anthony lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
You know, these Red Sox, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Your Story now. A strikeout and a walk. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Line drive. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball.
Story on the move.
Ball.
Ball movement. Safe at second, and that was not close. The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball 2.
1 out, and a runner at second. We're in the top of the 5th. Close one doesn't get the call. 3 balls, no strikes. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they still got both their challenges. And it's second. And that's downstairs and outside.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a payoff pitch. Got him looking for the strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate, and the runner holds. And on second, 2 down. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way.
And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
Well, these Astros just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
0-2. Backed off the plate that time. Swings through it for the K. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Fly to left his first time. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. That one to first. Contreras takes it to the bag. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And now the center fielder, Jake Myers. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Just
Inside, ball 1.
missed. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed. Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Back here in Houston, so stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
Nope, that's down.
And that's in for a strike. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cut on and missed him out. 1 down. Andrew Monasterio up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. Yeah, that's fouled off. Late on that fastball. That one misses. Now 1 and 2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. On the mound now, A.J. Blueball. This is his 3rd time out this year. And stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
No, that's low. Ball, that's out.
Chases that one upstairs.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Wong in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Oh, 1 down.
Nope, that's a ball.
The Red Sox with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Late with the swing there. And delivers outside. That
Ball
misses.
3.
Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Line to left. Fair ball. Meyer coming home. He'll score, and the Red Sox have the lead.
Back-to-back base hits. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it. Hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
Next to hit, Cedar Rafaela. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Late on that fastball.
That was straight queso right there.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Astros.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Just off the inside edge. Next offering is down low.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Here's a 3-0. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slides for the stop, and very nicely done for the out. So digging in, Jose Altuve.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Swing and a foul out of play. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Stays alive. The 0-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Houston, now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Roman Anthony. Sliced hard, but foul. And the 0-1. Blue ball. In his rookie season, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2022. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Late on that fastball. Outside low. Now 1-2. Got him. 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder.
And next for the Red Sox, Masataka Yoshida. 1 for 3. And that one hammered. Out of here. He'll touch them all. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-2. So 2 down. Wilson Contreras now at the plate. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Abreu in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Red Sox leading it by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Hey! And a swing and a miss.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
And a curve is down and in. The changeup missing. Full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
To third. Correa over to first. That ends the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa.
That's out.
Right through there for a strike. Just
Nope,
missed.
that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Fastball for a strike. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's ball 4.
Ball
And that'll
4.
bring the tying run to the plate. Christian Walker up next for the Astros.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him swinging for the K.
Up next for the
Joey
Astros.
Loperfido digs in now.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Way upstairs, ball 1. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Fights it off. He'll see another. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next
Inside
offering
ball.
misses, and a full countdown.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Got him looking. Loperfido thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. That knocks them down to one challenge left. So next up for Houston, Cam Smith. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Tying run at the plate. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Hunter Brown.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
So stepping in for Boston, Andrew Monasterio. And a swing and a miss there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Nope, that's inside. Ball, that's upstairs.
And now 2-2.
Ball, that's
Just
upstairs.
missed. Line drive, base hit, right field. To first, and
Hey.
beats it.
Up next for the Red Sox, second base.
So man aboard. So stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. That one pulled foul. Red Sox by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that high fastball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So up next, Connor Wong.
Pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. A little
That's
bit
a
low.
ball.
So the call stands. So they're now out of challenges. The 2-2 on the way. Struck him out looking. So digging in, Cedar Rafaela.
Ball
Off
inside.
the inside edge. And that is ball 1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Misses
That's ball
just
3.
off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Three-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Too low, ball 4, and he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk.
The designated hitter.
Back to the top of the order. Next to hit, Roman Anthony. makes it a strike.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Danny Coulombe.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Diaz, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Inside, just missed. Swings through that one for strike two. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
One away. So up next, Jake Myers.
Center fielder, Jake Myers.
Ball. That's inside.
That's a little bit high. Got to count now 2-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
That one finds the zone. Now 2-1. Way out front for strike two. That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2. Got him. 2 down.
Up next for the Astros.
So digging in, Jeremy Pena. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And just like that, they're within a run. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Ball one. Ball, that's in.
In there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning. All set to start the ninth in this one. And stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story.
Nope. Ball, that's out.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And that's in for a strike. Popped up. Pena moving under this one. And there's one down. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered in this game. That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. That one missing inside.
Ball two.
Just
inside,
off the
ball
inside
three.
edge. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Ball one.
The 1-0.
Too high. Ball.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a miss. Strike one. That one fouled hard the other way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Steven Oker.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So up next, Wilyer Abreu.
Ball one.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through that one out in front that time. And a foul ball. Two down. Now one miss. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Red Sox,
First and second, 2 outs. Andrew Monasterio up next for the Red Sox.
Nope. Outside.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. And
That
a ball
ball
evens the count. Now
That
one
ball
miss.
three.
Out towards right center field. Myers on the move to the gap. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Aroldis Chapman. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. Stepping in, Jose Altuve. 0 for 3 in this one. That is upstairs for ball 1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. In the air to left center. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Up next.
Here's Carlos Correa.
Third baseman, Carlos Correa.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Looking to get the tying run on base. The 0-2.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And the 0-2. Jackknifes out of the way. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That's a little bit low.
That's a really good take.
And that one upstairs. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Now only one out remaining. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Ball 2.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
In the air out towards right center. Abreu on the move to the alley. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.